What's up, you guys? It's Christian. Welcome to Christian's Cops. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate you for pulling up on me. Today, I don't have an unboxing. However, I have just something to, review with you guys. I did a previous video over some Louis Vuitton Millionaire sunglasses, and I have another pair. There's a little bit of a story behind these. These were a gift for my birthday a couple months ago, and they were on eBay. I saw them on there, and on the listing it said that the right temple was loose, and in my head I'm like, oh, like easy fix, like I'm just gonna have to just tighten it up, because a lot of people don't really realize how simple it is to fix glasses. I received them, and that was not the case whatsoever. They were kind of like, they were actually pretty messed up. I took them to work, tried to fix them myself. I tried to have like some other people at work look at them, nothing. And the thing about Louis Vuitton glasses, these ones, like the Millionaires in specific, the hinge screws are like manufacturer specific, so you're not able to just put a different screw in there. A lot of glasses, there's like universal screws that you can just kind of plug and play with, but these ones is a very specific screw that you can't buy it. Louis Vuitton doesn't sell them either. So with that being said, I took this pair to Louis Vuitton because I read online that even if things aren't bought from Louis Vuitton, as long as it is an authentic product, you can take it in and they'll service it. They'll repair stuff. There's going to be a cost to it, but they will do it. So I took these in there, dropped them off, and they called me like a week later, and they told me that it was a seasonal pair, like the colorway, and it's not made anymore. So they're not able to replace the temples, which is what would have been the fix for it. And I told him, like, I work in eyewear, so I know how to fix it. I just need the screw. Is it possible to just buy the screw from you guys? And they told me no, they can't just sell the screw. And I was like, damn, like what am I supposed to do here, So they recommended me to a jewelry shop that was like 2 stores down in the mall. I took them in there, and they were actually able to fix them. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So this bag is the bag that Louis Vuitton gave me when I went and picked them up from the not repaired repair. But they did come in a box, slide out box. Ooh. Louis Vuitton blue case. And then the person that sold these on eBay, they included this little packet. And then they also gave me a receipt from their original purchase, but this was actually not the receipt for this pair of glasses. It has like other Louis Vuitton glasses on it, but not this pair. And there's, I think, 2 different receipts. They're both from Saks Fifth, but neither one of these are for this pair, which is odd, but it's whatever. And that came in the little envelope. And here's the receipts. So when I took them to Louis Vuitton, they like checked them in under my account. This is what they gave me. It's basically like a work order pretty much. It doesn't say anything specific. It just says like what the damage is, like their temples are loose and need repaired. Some other like disclaimer type stuff, but let's get into the glasses. Little sunglass pouch fabric thing. What's funny about Louis Vuitton glasses is this little pouch is supposed to serve as like your cleaning cloth. They don't include cleaning cloths with their glasses. Well, I've never seen one. This little pouch, you're supposed to use this to like clean the glasses, which is cool. But here we go. Boom. Fire. And they're fixed now. So it's like the black, like marble colorway with like a blackish, grayish. I think it's called grease marble, so like a gray marble. It has like a grayish colored enamel on the side here. Silver hardware going around. As you can see, the hardware is not flush with the frame, which is like the main thing you want to look for. But these are obviously authentic. I took them to Louis Vuitton and they sent them in to get repaired. They just don't make these temples anymore to replace them. But that jewelry shop was able to come through and fix it, and they fixed it for like 90 bucks, I think it was. So Louis Vuitton had quoted me for a set of temples. It was going to be like 200, I think, 180 or 200. At that point, these weren't really a steal anymore, you know. I was going to do it anyways because I got these as a gift, but they're fixed now. So this one was like just super loose, and it was, if you went like this, like if you tried to move this up and down, it just wiggled. It was crazy. I was like, oh, it's gonna be an easy fix. I work with eyewear. It's just screw the bolts in. And I tried it and it didn't work at all. I couldn't even, like the bolt was as tight as it could go. So what they told me that they did was inside the hinge where the bolt goes, they said they matched the same material that's used on the actual glasses inside there. The metal was kind of worn away. So the bolt going inside the metal, it was just moving around inside. So they basically put metal inside so that when the bolt goes in, it like stays there and it doesn't just have room to move around, which is like some real big brain stuff, but super happy about these. So the color code on this pair is Z1326W. This is the Western fit. This is just such a fire pair of glasses, and it was such a good deal, and I got them as a gift. Like, it's just all wins, you know what I'm saying? And coming across stuff like this, you can't really be too picky with it, because if there's a color that you want and you find a good deal on it, it might be the Western fit or it might be the Eastern fit. And it's not really that big of a difference. It's just preference, you know what I mean? It's still the same pair of glasses at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm not complaining whatsoever. These are so fire. This colorway is just so nice. This gray marble. LV on the lens. Silver hardware. Man, they're so fucking fire. I love these LV Millionaires so much, and thank you for the gift. So I didn't tell you guys the color code. The color code on this is 8G7. In my other video, I kind of talked to you guys about how certain pairs, all of the numbers inside on the temples are printed. On certain pairs, some of them are engraved, but the serial number is always engraved. On this pair, all of the numbers inside on this side and the Louis Vuitton logo on this side is all engraved. None of it is printed on. The serial number, pretty sure you could hear that, is also engraved. Man, this is just such a fire pair of glasses. These Millionaires are getting pretty difficult to find in these like off colors. Like the black is still made. You can always find white, you can always find red, but like these special colors like the marbles, the greens, the blues, there's so many colors, but they're getting more and more difficult to find as time goes on. So I'm gonna continue to try to get as many of them as I can. Super excited, super grateful. I can't wait to put these on. I took them to work. I polished them up a little bit and buffed them a little bit. They're already in really good condition. The main thing that was wrong was just that temple was super loose, but that's fixed. So now it's good to go. I might go in and buff it a little bit more and polish it a little bit more just to get there's some surface scratches on it. And that's just, you know, what happens when you wear sunglasses. Just setting them down, you're gonna get some surface scratches. But yeah, these, man. So fire. This is gonna be a quick one. If you guys have any questions about Louis Vuitton Millionaires, for sure leave a comment. I'll respond to it. But if you guys want to watch and kind of hear me talk about like real versus fake, the differences between Eastern and Western fit, I have another video on my channel where I'm discussing and going over multiple different pairs of them that are Eastern and Western. So if you guys want to hear some more information about that, go tap in with that video. This is just a short one. I just wanted to show you guys these and kind of talk about the whole repair with them. Super excited. It was a good deal. It was a great present. Able to get them fixed. I started getting worried for a while when I couldn't fix them at work. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? I started looking on eBay for like broken pairs of these where I could just take the bolt out, you know? And people were just taxing even for broken pairs of these. Somebody was charging like 200 bucks. And literally the entire, where the enamel is right here, is completely snapped. So it's like, it's broken. And that can't be replaced or fixed. Like, I'm sure it could be like welded or something, but that's just kind of doing too much. Now I have, I believe, 4 pairs of these. This shape is just such a such a nice shape, and it's like a signature Louis Vuitton shape. Like, if another pair of glasses like does this shape, it's obvious they took after Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? Like, shout out Virgil for this design. This is literally one of my favorite sunglass designs ever. And like I said in the other video, I'm trying to get all of these. With that being said, if you guys have pairs that are like cool colors and you're willing to let them go for a good deal, let me know. If you guys want to see how I put these on, what I put them on with, follow me on Instagram at Christians Cops. I'm going to be posting fit pics on there, just kind of showing what I buy and how I put it on, what I put it on with. I think that's going to be it, you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you know about these Louis Vuitton Millionaires, let me know your favorite colorway. Let me know which pair you have. If there's a certain color that you're on the hunt for, like, let me know. Open discussion. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you next time. Peace.